Welcome to News and Books, where we dive deep into the most extraordinary moments in aviation and exploration. Today's story takes us to a place few humans and only one machine have ever reached. Imagine this: the thin air, the freezing winds, and at nearly 29,000 feet, the summit of Mount Everest. Now imagine landing a helicopter there. It sounds impossible. And yet, in May 2005, one man did it. His name was Didier Delsalle, a French test pilot, and what he achieved that day changed aviation history forever. Mount Everest, the highest point on Earth, known as the death zone. At that altitude, the air is so thin that even humans need bottled oxygen. Now helicopters? They're powered by rotors that rely on air density to generate lift. So here's the problem. At 8,848 meters, the air density is barely a third of what it is at sea level. Engines gasp for oxygen, rotor blades lose grip, and control becomes unpredictable. Every aerodynamics textbook said it couldn't be done. But Didier Delsalle, a 47-year-old test pilot for Eurocopter, didn't believe in impossible. He believed in precision, engineering, and courage. And to help us unpack this daring feat, I'm joined by someone who knows exactly what it means to push aircraft beyond their limits, Captain Amina, a former helicopter test pilot and engineer. Captain, welcome to News and Books.
Thank you, Eric. It's an honor to be here. And I must say, Delsalle's landing is one of those moments that gives every pilot goosebumps.
Let's talk about the machine that made it possible, the Eurocopter AS350 B3.
Yes, Eric. The AS350 B3 is a high-performance version of the A-Star family. It's light, powerful, and built for mountain rescue missions. It's powered by a turbo-mecha Ariel 2B engine, producing about 850 shaft horsepower, remarkable for its weight. But what made the difference here was weight reduction. Delsalle removed everything unnecessary: seats, equipment, even paint layers in some parts, just to make the aircraft lighter.
That's incredible. He stripped the helicopter to the bone, all to give it the best chance to survive in the death zone. So let's rewind to May 14, 2005. The location: Lukla, Nepal, one of the world's most dangerous airports, sitting at 9,000 feet above sea level. Early morning, calm winds, clear visibility. Delsalle took off in the AS350 B3, aiming not just for altitude, but for history.
And Eric, this wasn't a straight climb. The conditions at Everest are brutal: updrafts, crosswinds, and unpredictable weather. He had to time his ascent between gusts, using air currents to his advantage, almost like surfing the wind.
At around 8,048 meters, Delsalle hovered over the peak, then gently touched down on the narrow ridge of ice and rock. He stayed for nearly 4 minutes, enough time for the onboard instruments to log his altitude and GPS coordinates. But fate had other plans. His recording system malfunctioned. So what did he do? He did it again the next day, landing once more at the summit to confirm his record. Captain, can you explain just how remarkable this was, aerodynamically speaking?
At that altitude, Eric, the air density is so low that rotor blades produce only a fraction of their normal lift. In simple terms, the helicopter wants to fall, constantly. To stay airborne, you need incredible skill and precise control of the collective, cyclic, and throttle.
Even with the AS350's power, it was like balancing a coin on its edge. One wrong move, and he could have dropped straight down thousands of feet. So, it wasn't just about technology. It was also a triumph of human control and instinct.
Exactly. That's why Delsalle's feat isn't just engineering, it's artistry.
As with every great record, controversy followed. Some skeptics argued that the landing wasn't truly on the summit. Others said the winds may have lifted the helicopter slightly. But video footage, GPS logs, and verification by the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, FAI, put those doubts to rest. Delsalle's record still stands, officially recognized as the highest helicopter landing and takeoff in history.
And Eric, beyond the record, it had real-world impact. The data from that mission helped improve rescue operations in the Himalayas. particularly for Nepalese pilots who fly missions at dangerous altitudes.
Yes, the AS350 B3 later became a vital aircraft for mountain rescues, including on Everest's slopes, where normal aircraft simply can't operate. Captain Amina, when you look at Delsalle's achievement, what does it mean to aviation as a whole?
It's a reminder that innovation isn't always about creating new machines. Sometimes it's about pushing existing ones further than anyone thought possible. And it's about the pilot, trusting his training, his instincts, and the limits of what's possible.
Beautifully said. From the sands of Toulouse to the snows of Everest, one pilot proved that flight is not just science, it's spirit. And that's the story of Didier Delsalle, the man who took a helicopter to the top of the world. His Eurocopter AS350 B3 remains the only aircraft ever to land on Mount Everest's summit, a record untouched for nearly 2 decades. If you enjoyed this story of courage and innovation, don't forget to subscribe to News and Books and share this episode. Next week, we'll explore another aviation mystery. What happens when a passenger dies mid-air? Until then, I'm Eric, reminding you, the sky is never the limit. It's just the beginning.